Engines don't just fail, they warn you first. Ignore those signs, and you could be on the hook for repairs costing $2,000. But here's the good news. With just 7 simple steps, you can fix common engine issues and avoid those massive bills. Most people skip these fixes and end up wasting money on problems that didn't need expensive repairs. Let's dive in. 7. Diagnose the problem. Before you do anything else, the first and most important step to make your engine run like new again is to diagnose the root problem. Many car issues go unnoticed because drivers ignore early warning signs, or, worse, try random fixes without knowing what's actually wrong. This wastes time and money. The good news? Most modern cars are equipped with an onboard diagnostic system, OBD2, and with the right scanner, you can pinpoint issues quickly and accurately. Start by getting a high-quality OBD2 scanner. Don't settle for a cheap one that only clears codes. Look for one that reads live data, resets service reminders, and performs system tests. Ideally, it should automatically detect your car's VIN or allow manual entry so you get accurate diagnostics tailored to your make and model. To begin, locate the OBD2 port under the steering column. Plug in the scanner, turn on the ignition, but don't start the car, and perform a full scan. The scanner will display error codes such as P0301, misfire in cylinder 1. This could mean bad spark plugs, faulty ignition coils, or even a failing catalytic converter. Sometimes you'll find ghost codes, especially in older vehicles, where no real problem is present. Other times you may feel symptoms that the scanner doesn't detect. This is common with high-mileage engines. Still, this scan gives you a baseline understanding of what's wrong. From there, you can move on to the next step with confidence, knowing you're not blindly guessing. 6. Inspect and clean the throttle body. One of the most overlooked maintenance tasks that can significantly improve your engine's performance is cleaning the throttle body. Over time, typically around every 30,000 miles, carbon deposits and dirt build up around the throttle plate. This buildup restricts airflow into the engine, causing the car to idle roughly, hesitate during acceleration, stall unexpectedly, or even consume more fuel. The throttle body controls the amount of air that enters your engine. When it gets dirty, the airflow becomes inconsistent, and your car's ECU struggles to deliver the correct fuel-to-air mixture. This can lead to sluggish performance, poor throttle response, and sometimes even warning lights on the dashboard. Cleaning the throttle body is simpler than most people think. All you need is throttle body cleaner spray, a screwdriver, a rag, and a little patience. First, disconnect the battery and remove the intake hose connected to the throttle body. Once you've gained access, open the throttle plate and spray the cleaner directly onto the carbon buildup. Gently scrub it with a soft cloth or toothbrush. Repeat this process until the surface is clean and free of residue. Once you're done, let the throttle body dry for a few minutes before reattaching the hose and reconnecting the battery. This single step can make a dramatic difference in engine smoothness, fuel economy, and overall drivability. Keeping the throttle body clean is an easy, cost-effective way to keep your engine running like new, without any fancy tools or mechanical expertise. 5. Replace the air filter. Another crucial yet simple maintenance step is replacing your air filter. A dirty air filter can drastically reduce your engine's performance, making it feel like it's gasping for breath. Air filters should be changed every 15,000 to 30,000 miles, depending on driving conditions. If you live in a dusty area or frequently drive on unpaved roads, you may need to replace it more often. The air filter's main job is to keep dirt, dust, and debris out of your engine's combustion chamber. Over time, these filters get clogged, reducing the amount of clean air entering the engine. This throws off the air-fuel mixture, resulting in poor acceleration, reduced fuel efficiency, and sometimes even black smoke from the exhaust. Replacing the air filter is extremely easy and doesn't require any tools in most cases. First, locate the air filter housing, usually a black plastic box near the engine or along the intake hose. Open the clips or latches and pull out the old filter. If it looks dirty or dark gray, it's time for a new one. Insert the new filter, making sure it's seated properly and fits snugly. Then close the airbox and secure the latches. That's it. This 2-minute job can give your engine the clean air it needs to breathe efficiently, restoring power, improving throttle response, and even increasing your miles per gallon, MPG. A clean air filter doesn't just protect your engine, it brings back the responsiveness and smoothness your car had when it was new. 4. Clean the mass airflow, MAF, sensor. Your engine relies heavily on the mass airflow, MAF, sensor to maintain the correct air-to-fuel ratio. This small but vital component measures the amount of air entering the engine and sends that data to the car's computer, ECU. Based on this reading, the ECU determines how much fuel to inject. But when the MAF sensor becomes dirty or contaminated, the readings become inaccurate, causing your car to run too rich or too lean. A dirty MAF sensor can lead to a variety of issues, including rough idling, poor acceleration, engine hesitation, reduced fuel economy, and even a check engine light. Luckily, cleaning it is simple, inexpensive, and can drastically improve engine performance. First, locate the MAF sensor. It's usually between the air filter box and the throttle body. Disconnect the electrical connector, then carefully unscrew and remove the sensor. Do not touch the sensor's delicate hot wire or plate. Instead, use a MAF sensor-specific cleaner spray and apply 10 to 15 short bursts onto the wire or plate. Let it sit and air dry for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Once dry, reattach the sensor and reconnect the electrical plug. This process doesn't require any special skills or tools, just patience and care. By keeping your MAF sensor clean, you help the engine burn fuel more efficiently, restore lost power, and prevent costly repairs down the line. It's one of the easiest and most effective steps to make your engine run like new again. 3. Change engine oil. Changing your engine oil might seem like basic maintenance, but it's the single most important thing you can do to extend your engine's life. Engine oil lubricates all the moving parts inside your motor, reduces friction, absorbs heat, and carries away contaminants. Over time, oil breaks down and becomes less effective, especially in older cars. For newer vehicles, manufacturers may recommend oil changes every 7,500 to 15,000 miles, depending on the type of oil used. But as a car ages, it's safer to change the oil every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, especially if the engine has high mileage or shows signs of oil consumption. Older engines often run hotter and can accumulate sludge faster, making frequent oil changes even more essential. Always use the manufacturer-recommended oil type for your vehicle. Synthetic oils are more expensive up front, but offer better protection and longer-lasting performance, especially for turbocharged or high-performance engines. Changing the oil yourself is a great way to save money and stay in control of your car's health. All you need is a wrench, oil pan, funnel, and the right type and amount of oil. Don't forget to also replace the oil filter each time you change the oil. Failing to change your oil regularly can lead to worn engine parts, overheating, or even complete engine failure. But doing it right and doing it on time can help your engine run smoother, cooler, and more efficiently, just like it did when it was new. 2. Clean the fuel system. Over time, your vehicle's fuel system collects deposits that can clog fuel injectors, intake valves, and combustion chambers. These carbon and varnish buildups reduce fuel flow and disrupt combustion, leading to sluggish acceleration, poor gas mileage, and even engine knocking. Fortunately, one of the easiest and most affordable ways to fight this is by using a high-quality fuel system cleaner. Products like Techron, Seafoam, and Goomout are trusted by professionals for their ability to clean injectors and remove stubborn carbon deposits throughout the system. Using a fuel system cleaner is easy. Simply pour the recommended amount into your gas tank before a fill-up, then top off the tank with fuel. It's best to do this when your tank is low so the cleaner mixes thoroughly. For heavily carbon systems or older vehicles, use a cleaner every 3,000 to 5,000 miles. For newer engines, once every oil change or two is usually sufficient. 1. Replace old and worn components. No matter how well you maintain your vehicle, engine components inevitably wear out over time. If your engine is feeling rough, underpowered, or noisy, it's likely that key parts need replacement. Swapping out old, worn components can make a night-and-day difference in how your car performs. Start with spark plugs and ignition coils. They play a major role in combustion, Bad plugs can cause misfires, poor fuel economy, and sluggish performance. Next, check timing belts or chains, which should be replaced around 60,000 to 100,000 miles, depending on the vehicle. A failed timing belt can destroy your engine, so don't ignore it. Old vacuum hoses, coolant hoses, and belts are also common failure points in older vehicles. Cracks, leaks, or soft spots in rubber parts mean it's time to replace them. Bringing your old engine back to life isn't magic, it's smart maintenance. From cleaning the fuel system to replacing worn parts, these simple upgrades can make a big difference. If this helps, smash that like button and subscribe for more car repair hacks. Keep your ride running strong. See you next time.